With schools around the state welcoming Keiki back and more of us heading back into work, make sure you leave early and keep your car well maintained.
Important to know, we're sort of back to pre-COVID. So if you go back, folks have had kind of a break for a year and a half, but if you go back to August of 2019, that's what we're expecting to come up in the next couple of weeks. August 23rd is when UH is back in session, UH Manoa. 50,000 students across the state are going to be back on the roadways. So starting in early August, the state DOT is back. In the coming days, you'll get private schools as well as public schools and as well as the university back in session. So important for folks to know, you've had a break for a year, you may have forgotten, but remember, your commutes are now going to get 30, 40, 50 minutes longer than they were in the last year. Sort of the new normal as we get back to sort of work is a lot of people have found they can do telework. And so if you are able to, with your boss, with your company, you may want to inquire whether or not you can do teleworking, because we found that a lot of different positions now, a lot of different jobs, allow you to stay at home and work via computer. That may be a good option, and that keeps less people off the road. Another thing is maybe flexible schedule, so not necessarily having to go in right during rush hour at 7:45, that sort of thing. Maybe you can flex where your schedule is. You could start at 8:30, 9 o'clock, work a little later. That gets you around the sort of busy morning commute and the busy afternoon commute. One thing you can do over the weekend before you get ready to go to work on a Monday when things start to pick up, when school starts back in session, make sure you maintain your car. Make sure fuels are topped off. Make sure tire pressure's up. If you have your car overheat, if you have flat tire, things like that, that just adds to what could be a really long commute. Freeway Service Patrol, they're all the way from Makakilo out on the west side of Oahu, all the way to Ainakoa, which is the east end of Oahu, and then all the way up north, H2 Freeway to Ka'uka Boulevard. It's a free service. And anytime we have any sort of issues out on the roadway, a broken down car, anything like that, they're able to tow the car out of traffic to the very nearest freeway off-ramp, things like that, so they can get it out of the way. So that's important, and we appreciate the partnership we have with Freeway Service Patrol. Just know that we're back. When we talk about Beat the School Jam, we had kind of a year off, so back in August of 2020, you didn't have to worry so much about it. But just know this is kind of going back a couple of years. This is going to be 2019, so it's back on, and it's back to adding 30, 45 minutes, an hour to your commute time.
Brought to you by Hawaii State Department of Transportation.